Fulham Liverpool tomorrow afternoon, of course. Huge game. And the breaking news that Diogo Jota has an injury and will be out for a little while. How long? I don't know. We'll discuss it. We'll have a chat. Starting 11. Let's see. Huge game, as I say. 3 points on offer tomorrow. Fulham Liverpool at Craven Cottage. Cannot wait. Hit the like button as soon as you see it. It helps. Really helps, apparently. So, okay, guys. I'm going to come on for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Chat about the Fulham game tomorrow. Cannot wait for it. Fulham Liverpool, 3 points at stake. Big games on today, of course. Everton played Chelsea at Goodison. Then we also have Manchester United and Man City. I'll be keeping an eye on them later as well. But tomorrow is the big one for us. It's Fulham Liverpool. Cannot wait for it. Just get the points, guys. The injuries are just piling up. It's absolutely crazy. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Get your comments in, guys. Start 11 predictions, scoreline for tomorrow. Fulham Liverpool. I'm going to go an early Fulham 0, Liverpool 2. And I'm going to go 2-0. But the injuries, guys, how many more can we take? How many more injuries can we take as a team? I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It really is. How many more? Liz Golden is in the house. How are you, Liz? Hope you are well in the sunny state of Florida, of course. But 2-0, I'm going to go for an early prediction for tomorrow. As I say, it's all about points. Points being prizes, guys. Just about winning the game, getting the points, and hopefully no more injuries. I mean, Diogo Jota, it looked a bit innocuous the other night against Midtjylland. Should he have played? Should Salah even have played? Probably not. But listen, you could get injured picking up, putting on your football boots. You could get injured anywhere. Liverpool at the moment, Klopp could get injured having his breakfast. That's how bad it's been for Liverpool. This last few months, it's just crazy. I've never known a top flight club with so many injuries. Never known. So many key players, of course. As soon as we get a key player back, the likes of Naby came back, Trent came back, and of course the Oxlade-Chamberlain is in with a chance of playing. Another one goes like Diogo. How long it is, how bad an injury it is, I don't know. Hear a lot of stuff on Twitter saying 2 months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but until the club say it, I don't know. He's definitely missing for tomorrow, and he must be a major doubt for Wednesday. He must be a major doubt for Wednesday big game against Spurs. But it's absolutely crazy. Mark Forrest is in the house. How are you, Mark? Hopefully you're well. The Gooch Meister is in the house. Get your comments in, get your predictions in, get your scoreline in. It's going to be hard to pick in 11, to be honest, isn't it? It really is. But we have done really, really well. At the moment, Liverpool, with all this crazy pandemics and everything this year, it's just been crazy. This season is like no other. We will have to roll with it. Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly like no other. I mean, 100-year pandemic. No fans up until recently. I know there was 2,000 plus at Liverpool Wolves, but just some crazy results as well. I suppose it all adds into the craziness that is 2020. I just want 2020 to end. We haven't got long, 3 weeks left in it. It's Christmas in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to Christmas. Make Christmas what you can. Try make it as good as you can, as safe as you can, and enjoy it as much as you can. Let's get to January. Transfer window, of course, opens. Will we buy a centre-half? Will we need more than a centre-half? Or will we just stick with what we've got? We've young lads there who have really, really stepped up. The likes of Craven Kelleher in goal, young Irish Corkman in goal. Brilliant he has been. Then, of course, Reece Williams. He probably wouldn't have thought he'd get a sniff of first team football, centre-half. Young baby Van Dijk, I call him. Nat Phillips, back from on loan in Germany. Gets football, gets a chance with Gomez and Van Dijk out long-term. Then you have the likes of Curtis Jones. I think Curtis Jones would have been in the first team squad anyway, would have got time anyway, but certainly not as many starts as he's got. But he's really, really looked good, Curtis Jones. I've been impressed with him. Then you've other guys like Nico Williams, a fullback, absolutely brilliant, filling in, doing a job for Liverpool. And that's what it's all about. Diogo Jota's been the superstar of the first half of the season and looks like he's out now for a while. How long on the sideline? I don't know, but let's hope it's not too long. The likes of Mane, Salah, Firmino against Fulham. I mean, Fulham are poor. What do you got? 7 points, 2 wins and a draw, 8 losses, something like that. We haven't won a Premier League game away in the last 4. We've 3 draws and 1 loss away from home in the last 4 games. So we got to get 3 points on the road Sunday. And I believe we will. But we shall see. Liz Golden, I'm sad. Just mailed my daughter's Christmas gift. She can't come home this year, says Liz. I know it's crazy, Liz. It's absolutely crazy. My My wife's sister lives in London, and she's got twins now. They'll be 12, 13 or 14, and they just can't come home this Christmas either. I mean, it's going to be a different Christmas. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be different. But we just got to live with it, get through it, and hope next year is going to be a better year. An absolutely better year. Let's hope it is. Vaccines and all that. Yeah, crazy, Liz, crazy. But as I say, we just got to go there. Williams, Phillips have stepped up. Hopefully they can stay consistent, says the Gooch. Yeah, absolutely. They have stepped up. Everybody who has been put in a position and told to play has stepped up, to be fair, haven't they? They've all stepped up. That's all about having a big squad. That's all about even young Billy lad Cometio, the young centre half at 9'2". He stepped up. He got his haircut, but he stepped up recently. I mean, it's great for those guys, but realistically, you want your first teamers in there. You want your Jotas. You want your Salahs. You want your Van Dijks. You want your Gomez's. I mean, even Shaqiri, I don't know what he's got. And there's one man I've left out, which, how could you leave out? We haven't even mentioned his name yet. Thiago Alcantara. What is going on there? Let's hope we see him over the Christmas. I mean, what a chance to have him back. Even that would be a boost, wouldn't it? Oxlade-Chamberlain's on the way back. Close to a comeback. Possibly on the bench tomorrow, we shall see. Starting 11 tomorrow. Okay, let's go with the starting 11. Presume Diogo Jota's out, so it's going to be the three amigos. Obviously, in front, Mane, Salah, and Bobby. No luck up front. There's no doubt about that. You'll have Hendo, Curtis Jones, and Gini. I think that will be the midfield three tomorrow. I really do. Really played well against Wolves recently. But it's the back five. Alisson. Will Alisson come back in for Craven Kelleher, who has been absolutely brilliant for Liverpool? I think there is a big possibility of that. Maybe resting for the Spurs game midweek. I don't know. So Alisson could come straight in for Craven Kelleher. The back four. Robbo's okay. Trent will start. So you have Trent and Robbo. They're definitely in. They will have to be in there. We've missed Trent's crosses. And then the question is centre halves. Fabinho and Matip for me. That's the team. Alisson, Fabinho, Matip, Trent, Robbo, Gini, Hendo, Curtis. And the three amigos up front, Salah, Mane in the mirror, and Bobby no look. That's the team. Let's hope Jota gets well soon. We still have players on the bench. I mean, Shaqiri still seems to be out injured. Keita's just coming back. Looks to be okay. He did a bit of training midweek. I mean, but Jota's a bit of a bombshell. Thiago's still a bit away. Gomez, Van Dijk long term. I mean, it's just crazy. Agree with your lineup 100%, says Liz Golden. Thank you very much. And that team is good enough to beat Fulham in Craven Cottage down in London tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to go 2-0 to the Reds. And Salah to continue his goal scoring. And Mane in the mirror to get a goal. So 2-0, 1-0, any scoreline or win will do. It's just about winning the game, getting the points on the board, and no more injuries. No more injuries, please. I'm going to watch the game later. I'm looking forward to it. United and City, that should be good. Cannot wait for that. I hope Ox gets some game time. When we were 3 up, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, if you're 2 or 3 up with 20 minutes to go, Ox could come on. It'd be nice to get him a few minutes on the pitch. Could he start? I mean, I doubt it. Have him ready then, primed for Wednesday night against Spurs, of course, which everybody's calling it it is a top of the table clash, but they've a tough one away to Palace tomorrow as well, Spurs. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. All the games coming up. If we can get to January up at the top or near the top, bring in 1 or 2 in January, we will be okay. Champions League draw Monday morning. We're in the last 16 after topping our group, which we really did well to do. It has to be said. But hit the like button, guys. Share the stream. I'm going to stay on for another little while. As I say, I don't go live a lot. I went live last weekend for, I think, at the first half of the Wolves game. But I'm trying to do a bit more over the Christmas and a bit more live stuff, maybe with the likes of Jack, Doug, Connor, Mickey Friars, those type guys. Maybe Sean from Liverpool Football Talk, all those type of guys. But it's great. I hope you enjoy your Christmas as well. I mean, it's hard to believe Christmas just around the corner, isn't it? It doesn't feel Christmassy. It's been such a weird year. But points mean prizes, Mark Forrest, absolutely. It's just about winning. No more injuries. A clean sheet would be nice. But thank you very much, Liz. Liz Golden has just put me up on Twitter to say I am live. Much appreciated, Liz. Thank you very much for that. I seen it coming up on my little feed there. But yeah, I'll stay on for another 10, 15 minutes. As I say, it's just about winning games. It's about getting through. We've really done well since the Everton game when Thiago and Van Dijk were injured in the derby mid-October. Everyone was doom and gloom. Season's over, null and void. They were even saying we wouldn't get through the Champions League group. And all of a sudden, we're through fairly cleanly, right through, last 16, top of the group, top seeds. We don't play until the first, second week in February, so we can forget about the Champions League. And it's all eyes on the Premier League and getting points and building points. We have 24 points at the moment, level with Spurs. Spurs, slightly better goal difference. We play them Wednesday night, of course. But tomorrow, Craven Cottage in London, Fulham, Liverpool is the big one. I remember years ago, back even in the Benitez times, and Fulham always used to be a bogey team, especially at Craven Cottage. Not so much at Anfield, but at Craven Cottage, it was always a tough place to go. But they're very soft underbelly, and defensively they're very poor. So if we play any way decent up front, we'll get goals. Refs and VAR are getting worse. Don't mention VAR. I thought we'd get away with a live show without the mention of the dreaded VAR. It is farcical. It's absolute joke. That the other night in the Midtjylland game where Mane headed it down, it hit their defender. It hit their defender's arm. I could see it on repeat 3 times. Ball fell to Minamino and he scored. Would have been 93rd, 94th minute, would have been 2-1. It wouldn't have mattered in the end. Bigger scheme of things, it probably wouldn't have mattered. But VAR, I mean, it's just, let's hope tomorrow. I think Andre Mariner, I think is the referee for tomorrow. Let's hope he's not all at sea and his eyes are on the game tomorrow, Mr. Mariner. And John Moss, I think, is doing VAR. So let's hope there's no Moss on the VAR controls and he can see them properly tomorrow. But it's going to be interesting. Listen, we should be good enough to be Fulham, to be honest with you, realistically. But there is crazy results out there. I mean, Villa, 93rd minute penalty against Wolves at Molineux today. Both 2 players sent off. Villa were down to 10 men at the time. And great away win, really. Villa have really impressed. They beat us 7-2, of course. But Villa have impressed this season. They'll be okay. But it's all about Liverpool. It's all about Liverpool, Fulham. It's all about the injuries, getting over these injuries, mentality joints. It's all about the mentality. It's basically about the mentality of Liverpool stepping up to the plate and just getting points and keeping clean sheets, just going through till January. And there's a chance we might bring somebody in, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in January. But it's very quiet in the Western Front. Jota out for 2 months, according to reports in his homeland in Portugal, says James Doherty. James, I read that just before I came on, that Jota, there was a chance he was out 6 to 8 weeks. Some paper in obviously Portugal, his home country, Portugal. But I don't know until Liverpool announce it, which will probably be tomorrow or tonight, and they've scans and whatever. It's hard to say, isn't it? Let's hope it's false and it's fake news. But 2 months would be an absolute disaster. End of January, early February without Jota. And just as when Jota was the man, he was the man filling the gap to the front 3. He was the boy who could start or come off the bench, get a goal, nick a goal. To miss him for maybe 6-8 weeks would be an absolute disaster at the moment. How many disasters can this team take? How many tsunamis of injuries and VAR results can this team take? But we've come through it. Look where we are. Top of the league, 24 points, joint top with Spurs. Sailed through the Champions League group, top of the group. Invincibles. This team means more. And we're absolutely brilliant. Probably get knocked out by a team like Notts County. We're in the FA Cup and we Villa away in the FA Cup first week in January, of course, which won't be easy the way Villa are playing. Probably get a bit of revenge back from beating us 7-2 in the league earlier in the year. But as I say, tomorrow, I'll give you my starting 11 yet again before we go. And I got to go 2-0 Liverpool, Fulham 0, Liverpool 2. Bob from the future has just spoke to me and said 2-0 Liverpool. I will take that, Bob. Thank you very much. And as I say, my starting 11 for tomorrow will be, I think Alisson could step back in. It'd be harsh on young Queeveen Kelleher, of course, but I think Alisson could step back in. Then Fabinho and Matip, Robbo, Trent, nice back 5. Famous 5, as Ina Blyton would say, in the midfield 3. Bit of dynamism there. You've Hendo, club captain. You've got Genie out of the bottle, who's played unbelievable. That guy must be injecting Red Bull into his veins. And then, of course, Curtis Jones, he has come on. Really, really. Curtis Jones, calling Curtis Jones. What a player. And then up front, three amigos, because there's no Jota, Mane, Salah, and Bobby. No luck. If Liverpool win the Premier League or Champions League, it will be insane with all our setbacks. Fingers crossed, we can do it, says James Doherty. As I say, James, you put the problem in front of us, we just step up to a different level. Mentality joints Liverpool. Unbelievable. I think we'll beat Fulham tomorrow anyway. Spurs a big one Wednesday, midweek, of course. But I think we've got a good chance. It'd be interesting to see how City get on at United today as well. I mean, would you like City to be beaten by United? Would you like a draw? Would you like City to beat United the other way around? I think it's a great game to watch because I hate both teams anyway. So if United get beaten, I hate them. If City get beaten, hate them. A draw, you can share the hate around. A draw would probably be a good result for Liverpool. But it's going to be an interesting one there. United did the double on City last year, remember? Beat them home and away. They have a good record against City. They will step up, even though they got knocked out with the Champions League midweek, which was great. But they will step up against City. Don't get me wrong. That'll be a different game against City today at Old Trafford. Even though there's no fans there, they will step up. A draw would be good, says Mark Forrest. Yeah, exactly. It just knocks both of them. Takes 2 points off both of them. Just keeps them there, And I don't mean to be worried about United, but even City, will get better. There's no doubt. They'll probably buy 1 or 2 in January. I hate to say it, but Manx winning wouldn't totally suck, says Liz. Maybe not. I suppose the danger would come from the Man City side rather than the Man United side, I would presume. But we shall see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. I'll definitely keep my eye on that. And later on, I think it's Everton-Chelsea at Goodison. That'll be another interesting one tonight. That'll be well worth opening the beer to watch. That should be a good one. But as I say, tomorrow's a big one for Liverpool. All the injuries, you can't. Klopp has been given out a lot more about, teams playing midweek on a Wednesday night in the Champions League away, say in Italy, and then coming back and playing on a Saturday morning, a 12:30 kickoff. He's been more given out about that, and he's probably putting that down to why there's so many injuries. I mean, I was thinking, is it something they're doing wrong in training? But when you think about it, Gomez wasn't even at Liverpool training. He did it when he was away with England duty. It was a freak accident. I mean, Thiago was almost assaulted by Richarlison in the derby. He was sent off. He was lucky he actually didn't get his leg broke. And then, of course, you have Van Dijk. We all know what happened. Pickford and Van Dijk. So they were nothing to do with injuries. They were actually forced, Shaqiri, I don't know what's going on there. Naby's always injured. Ox, you could say the same with Oxlade-Chamberlain, seems to be always injured. But the likes of the others are just unlucky. It's just unlucky. It really, really is. 2 draws today would be great. City, United, Everton. Yeah, Everton. To be honest, even an Everton win against Chelsea and a draw maybe in the City game would be good. 2 draws wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. I'll have a beer for the Everton game. There's no doubt about it. The Everton-Chelsea game. But nice watches, though. Great. Pity the pubs aren't. The pubs are open over here in Ireland, in Dublin, but they're only serving food. They're not normal wet pubs, as you call them, where you can just go in and watch a match and have a few pints. You have to buy food for a certain amount of money. I think it's €9 or €10. So it's like a substantial meal. And you can have a pint, but you're only realistically allowed to stay for an hour and 45 or an hour and 50 minutes, something like that. It's ridiculous. But so it's not even worth going to the pub to watch it, is it? But let's hope that changes next year with vaccines and stuff on the way, because it's been an absolutely crazy year. And the only good thing to happen in 2020 was Liverpool winning the league after 30 years of wait and hurt. And you'll want to forget 2020. Everybody will want to put it behind them. But there will be that one glimmer of hope, of course, of Liverpool winning the league after 30 years back in June. Which, pity, we couldn't properly celebrate. I had plans booked to fly over to Liverpool for a few nights and everything was done to go over in May. It just didn't happen. Let's hope there's something happen this May when we win number 20. That would be the dream. That would be what I'd want, what you'd want. But I'm not going to stay on long. As I say, Fulham Liverpool tomorrow. Just put out the team. I said earlier, Craven, Kelleher, Alisson is the 50-50 whether. But I suppose if Alisson's fit, match fit, he plays. I think it's as simple as that. With Trent back and Robbo, gives us that width. Fabinho and Matip have been unbelievable, especially Fabinho filling in the centre half. He looks like a Rolls Royce centre half, to be honest. And that midfield three have been playing well. Gini, Hendo, and Curtis Jones, and the three amigos up front without Jota. That's the team for me. I'm going to go 2-0. As I say, I'm not going to stay on long. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Liverpool tomorrow. Might go live for some of the game tomorrow. Definitely do something before or after the game. Like and subscribe to Dave's LFC Chats. I'll talk to you soon. Christmas is coming. This means more. Stay safe, guys. Cheers. If I could turn this off, I'll really be doing well.